Welcome to Ravens Over. Please subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell. This way you don't upload another video. Like this video and share. Welcome to
Hey, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody getting it for you? What's going on, people? Subscribe to my channel.
What's going on, people? It is the day of another day that we call Thursday. And it would have been said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being safe in this world we're living in, and knocking down doors and making your dreams come true and practicing ignore. Now it is a little warm inside of this bathroom because basically I turned the fan on because I don't want the fan to interfere with the video, because a lot of times you can't hear me due to the fan noise. It picks up noise, stuff like that. But I want to come here to share something with you as far as me being as far as I learned my truth, as far as going all over to see the city of Jersey and stuff. And I learned one thing in life is that a lot of times we get in our own head. When I say that, that means that a lot of times we're already influenced on things that we've been told about ourselves that we actually think is Bible, and it is not. Okay, this is it. Whenever I go anywhere, I always find out that there's always a girl taller than me, a cis woman. Now, in my mind, I'm already being told, well, you're too tall, you're too this, you can't be a girl, you're too this, you that. In my mind, that's already being transported as far as documented in my brain. But here it is, I'm looking at cis women that's walking down here, walking past, living life, you know, to their fullest, and could care less about the stigma. There is a lot of stigma that basically stop your blessings when it comes down to us as far as telling your truth. We have the body image stigma, we have the body image shame. We think that we have to look a certain way. We feel as though we have to fit a certain criteria in order to stand in our truth, which is not true. All you have to do is look at the examples that live around you, which means the cisgender females. Unfortunately, we don't do that in a lot of cases because we listen to the trans community, the gay community, and they get in our head and we think it is Bible. We go to the ballroom, we feel we have to live a certain way, we have to live a certain way, and at the end of the day, it is not true. The real facts remain in society. When you walk out the door and walk out living your truth, the world will let you know who they think you are or the way you perceive yourself to be. Now, if there's a negative energy that comes towards you and try to get inside of your head, of course you know not to acknowledge it. You don't want that negative energy to jump on you and stuff. When someone has something bad to say about you, they're not talking to you. They're talking to someone else, or basically talking to themselves. We don't exercise negative energy and stuff like that when people have negative things, because a lot of times people have nowhere to go in life. And the light that shines on you hurts their eyes so bad, that's why they got to say something to you to get the uproar. They don't want that bright light of white to shine on you. They want that red to come in where they're basically showing negative energy and stuff, because that's where they're at in their life. And that's why they say practice ignore. Now, I say to myself a lot of times, mostly all the time, because I'm trying to respond to every negative thing that I see goes on in the world. And I do a lot of comparison and stuff, which I know I shouldn't, but I do. And I realize a lot of people like me who blog and stuff, we go through a lot of negativity and stuff when you stand in the forefront, which makes you a target. I had to sit back and avoid negative energy and stuff and try not to respond to it. But sometimes negativity can play a voluminous in your head and stuff, especially people that you thought you rock with and stuff like that that's not betraying you. It is for a reason they are betraying you, because you felt as though the world was getting so much better, people around you was living for you, care for you and stuff like that. They had to do that to show you, to wake you up, to say, no, boo-boo, it's still this way. The ones that's rocking with you, that know what you are, that's supposed to be the ones there for you, are the same people that's going to be out there in the open. Don't get yourself thinking that the world's going to be accepting of you. Some will accept you, but the ones around you, the closest, the ones you got to watch. And even the ones, and the reason why they done it that way, because sometimes you feel as though, okay, I get my life, people, not get my life, but people are kind of like, let me live my life and do the things I want to do. I want you to stay woke. I want you to stay aware of everybody that smiles in your face is not your friend. Every sister is not your sister. I want you to stay on the path of positivity. Every girl that comes behind me, every woman that comes before me is a blessing to myself and a blessing that's coming behind me as well. Every young girl feels as though they have to look a certain way because the old heads have gotten to their head. Well, girl, you need to get your face thing, you need to get your body thing. And a lot of times you don't. A lot of times you don't. When I did the thing to myself, because I was told I had to say to her, oh girl, you need this, oh girl, you need that. A lot of them girls that told me that things are now dead on the same things they told me to do. And I share this with you because a lot of times you girls are already beautiful. A lot of girls transition and stuff. You already look like women before you transition. But you got this thing in your head, you feel like, well, I need to do more, I need to do, and you don't. But a lot of old heads, when I say that, that means the LGBT, then got into your head. Because those are the ones we kind of go to and trust and say, well, girl, you need to get this, then you need to get that, then. And then, even though we say the bother us of getting out here, then we get all this work and stuff like that, and then at the end of the day, we didn't have to. A lot of girls already look like females way before they transition, but people have gotten in so much that now they look like their face has been pumped, their face has been this, their body has been that way. Because at the end of the day, people got in their head. You was born here as a purpose. You was born here to stand out. Unfortunately, a lot of times we can't understand our gift because we've listened to other people's negative influence and gotten into our head. There are cisgender women out here that don't look like females, but at the end of the day, she's not worrying about that. She's living her truth. She doesn't care. With us, we know we're going from one body to another body, and at the end of the day, we're bringing that negative influence of what people have said with us. Prime example. We walk down the street, we hear people laughing. Oh my God, they're laughing at me. Then they spook my teeth, and they're not. Prime example, if you and your friends are ever hanging out stuff, y'all started laughing, can you imagine the person that's watching y'all that's walking past y'all as y'all laughing? They think that you're talking about them. They're like, oh, so they're making fun of me. And you're not. But in our minds, we already think this negative influence. If we hear something negative, we already think that, oh, it's about me. Girls like us. Oh, I don't look like a female. I don't look like, I have to do all this stuff to myself, even walk out the door. We already got the implant in our head. We have to divorce our brainwashing way of thinking. God always has shown me different things as far as my truth, and I'm not perfect by far. I try to share with you through my journey the things I've learned and what I've been taught, and acceptance. A lot of men are looking for us. A lot of men are not going to kill us. A lot of men are not out to kill us. But unfortunately, we live in a world where we have girls that have to do sex work, and we don't have to understand, but we should understand, because at the end of the day, she is a mirror image of ourselves. I know I shouldn't take it so personally when my sisters get murdered, but it bothers me to my core, which makes me have to take a deep breath and step back a little bit. Especially when I hear another trans woman call another girl a brick. Especially when I see another trans woman put another girl down. It bothers me. I was like, are we not the same? Are we not the same? Maybe you're more advanced, maybe you're more prettier, maybe you're more passable. Are we not the same? When it's smoke clear, we are the same. Why are you putting her down? If she comes to you, asks you for help, why shoot her down? She's your sister. But at the end of the day, if something happens to her, you're like, oh my God, my sister, I feel so sorry. But you didn't feel sorry for when she came to you for help. You thought she was a joke. Why would you do that to her? And I watch that a lot of times. I talk to a lot of you behind the scenes, which you already know. I'm not perfect, which you all really know. And I don't want to be perfect. I just want to be Raven. I don't want to be known as a transgender. I don't want to be known like we were supposed to be known as a male or female. If I'm just like a woman, then honey, I'm not going to go by the sign of transgender. That's not going to be me. Even if I had a dick hanging over down to my knees, I'm not even going to pronounce that as far as my title. I will not let you rename me what you think I need to be. At the end of the day, if I'm not having sex with you, what goes on between my legs is none of your business. At interviews, what goes on between my legs is none of your business. If you can't figure it out, if you ask me, the answer is no. I am a woman. I did not decide that I was going to be this way, or not even decided. I'm only going through the path that God already created for me to go through. Men and women. I was not known as a transgender. This is some government-owned name that we decided we're going to just adapt onto, because for some reason we need labels to identify ourselves. When little kids were little and they came across little kids growing up, they said, you act just like a girl. Then they said, oh, you act like a tranny. They said, you act like a girl. They already told you who he was if you listen. But at the end of the day, you feel like, oh, something's wrong with me and stuff like that. No, we adopt that name and stuff like that. And let me be honest with you. If you're a trans woman, the first thing they say, oh, I'm a trans, all they say is you a man. If you're a trans woman or a trans man that's now trans, is, oh, so you used to be born a female. Everything about us, we're out in ourselves when we're doing these things. It's just my opinion. Listen, if you're the kind of person that feels comfortable because you need to live by a label, then go for it. I'm not going to stop you. Because there's levels to graduation. And I feel like if you're not on that level yet, but one day you're going to receive it, you're going to see it. And that's why a lot of times the girls hide behind the scenes. Because you would not disconnect me from society. Because once you start saying trans, you're now disconnected. Not a conversation about your body work. Not a conversation about how can I spook you. Not a conversation is over you're being dissected.
All because of one word and stuff. And the reason why I'm just saying that part too, as far as transgender just cuts you off. Just my opinion. If you want to use it, just use it. If it works for you, it works for you. For me, it don't. Because I know this conversation changes when you say that word. My personal opinion is stick to male and female. At the end of the day, they don't need to know what's going on between your legs. If you're not passable enough, whatever that may be, if you want to out yourself, go right ahead. That's on you. But one thing I realized within myself, a lot of people are not really checking for us like we think they are. A lot of people just look. When it comes to me, I'm tall. I told you about that before. And I'm already thinking something negative. Oh, because I'm tall. You know what I am. You know what I am. No, it's because you're tall. I realize I talk to a lot of females that are really tall. They say, well, you know, everywhere I go, it's not no escaping around it. But when people used to stay with me before, it's like, oh, they spooking what I am. They wasn't spooking what I was. But in my mind, I'm thinking that. But they just looking at me because I was tall. It's funny how we basically stop our growth, we stop our blessings because of what we thinking. And I blame it on the gay community. My personal opinion, I do. Because at the end of the day, I've got all that negative thoughts for them. Because when it comes to cisgender people, they have been the forefront as far as helping me. And a lot of y'all realize that a lot of cis people are the ones that's helping you get further. When I'm talking to my two spirit sisters and brothers. It's a lot of times it has not been our trans, or should I say, our LGBT community. It's been the cis people, and they've also been the ones that stop calling you trans, and start saying you're a man or woman. Don't say that. But unfortunately, we live in a world of labels and stuff like that, and people just have to live that way, and that's fine. Because I always feel like everybody gets there at a certain speed, a certain time, a certain way. So I can't stop your growth. And I also understand every girl comes to us on a different story. Every girl pattern that became two spirits has a different story, have a different way she came into her transition, what it gets to be. Now a lot of times some of you girls who transition and stuff, y'all really don't feel like women. Y'all just transition because y'all feel like y'all was pretty as a girl, and listen, that works for you, that's fine. But at the end of the day, a lot of times what happens with y'all transition back because you're like, well, no girl could transition her body, or no man could transition his body to being another sex, and y'all go back. And when y'all go back, the reason why y'all transition in the first place, because you're like, I look prettier as a girl, I look sexy as a man. You were not really trans to me. You just put it on as an outfit, and you got tired of wearing it, you took it off, and you just transitioned. That's just my opinion. A lot of times the ones like us, who really living in the truth, we were already doing it before anyone ever said do it. We was already doing it before Eve acknowledged that what we were doing. We just came out of the womb and we was already doing things that's went towards that gender. We didn't do things that said, well, let me just try to, we didn't even put on wigs. We didn't even put on all this extra stuff like a lot of other people like, well, when I put a wig on, I put a dress on, I put heels on, I felt like a woman, and I felt beautiful. We didn't do that. We just was already there. And I always feel like there's a separation, and it doesn't make you less than, it depends on how you get there. I'm not saying one is greater than the other, but a lot of times when I love a lot of you who detransition, y'all got hurt by society, y'all was depressed, y'all transitioned for another reason, not known by the way we are. Some of y'all do it for kicks, some of y'all do it because it feels better as a woman, some of y'all do it for the accolades and stuff. Everybody transition different, and I'm not stopping anybody transitioning. But the thing about it is, for the ones who are the real ones, and I'm going to say it, the ones that's the real ones who goes out on the forefront living their truth, that's not put on a wig, not saying you can't put on a wig, but I'm saying put it on a wig and so I look good as a girl, I'm going to be a woman now. Those are the ones that I'm speaking to. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, that's where you want to move, just go that way. But my thing is that's when these detransition videos come from, and I watch different detransition videos pop up, even the one that's on the older guy that's got upset transition back to as a girl.
He was never even trans. His grandmother dressed him up like a girl, and basically he felt like he got to follow the pattern of his grandmother.
His name is Walt Haler. Now, what happens when a trans person detransition, reverse the gender transition? Now, basically, he wrote books and everything talking about transitioning, but if you listen to his story, it's a mess.
And he lived his life that way because she brainwashed him into thinking that way. He was never that way. It's not like an outfit you just put on and take off. You already was living it before you even knew you were living it. That's when people start getting in your head. When people start getting in your head, that's when you start leaving you and start letting them live. And then once they leave out of your head, you transition back to you. And when I say transition back to you, you're the person that didn't care, that once dressed up really nice, did what you wanted to do, but people got you thinking a certain type of way that you have to fit into a certain box. That was not really the box you need to live in. When it came to me, I was told I need this done, I need that done, I need that done, and at the end of the day, I didn't. But I was told I did. And the thing about it is, there were girls who didn't get anything done to their body. They're modeling.
Back in the day, Tracy Norman Africa, she was the #1 top model as reference to. She was also in the Claro box and stuff. She was actually out there as well. I did to stir about her. Also, Lena Bloom. She's another transgender woman model out there doing her thing. It's another one, Dominique Jackson. She was on Strut, and then now she is on the Pole Season 2. So a lot of girls have been out there in the forefront. They get any work done, and they're doing their thing.
They're making money doing everything. The ones who didn't do anything got jobs, modeling, doing everything, career-oriented, didn't do nothing to themselves. Just popped the pill and went out the door. Some didn't even pop a pill. And they're living their life, but the ones like me who basically was told we had to do all this extra stuff to ourselves, we're the ones that's kind of like suffering. Not all of us. Not all of us. Some of us got the accolades. Some of us always believe like if you're going through something, you're two-spirit woman or two-spirit man, it's all about location. The location you living at is stopping your blessing. You just may have to leave the location you live, because at the end of the day, if nothing is coming your way, that's just sign saying this way, this ain't where you need to be, boo. You gotta go. And a lot of times I understand we just can't up and leave, but at the end of the day, when we're trying to find better, sometimes you have to. And I'm not saying it's like a trans thing, it's just a people's thing. But I always say move within your own speed. Do everything on your level. Whatever works for you, works for you. Don't do things because I'm saying it. Don't do things because someone else is saying it. You have to move at your own speed. You do everything your own speed, your own time, your own way. This is the only way it's going to work. It has to be done by you. If people in your family basically call you, misgender you have to cut them off. You may not want to, but sometimes you have to leave the ones you love in order to go to ones that love you. Because a lot of times people, if they love you enough, they say, you know what, I love you, I can respect you, move forward. Unfortunately, people police you for the way they think you need to live. But they don't want you to police them, because then they get offended. Now they mad at you, they don't want to speak to you, but they have no problem doing it to you. There are a lot of people that's going to be tearing at your soul. So at the end of the day, you have to protect your soul, you have to protect your spirit, protect your blessings. You were sent here by God, you were not sent here. You were sent here to go through the tomb of the parents. But God sent you here. You have a purpose here. You're supposed to be here. There's the one that's looking at you. There's the one that's coming behind you. There's the one that's before you. Everybody's looking at you because you are a gift to us on this earth. And don't never think you're not, because you are. You have to do things your way. And I understand the ones with the sex work and stuff like that. They've been killing cisgender women for years for that same reason. I understand you like what they killed because of, and I understand discrimination and stuff, and I get it. Trust me, nobody understands discrimination like I do. But at the end of the day, if you were born that way, you'll be discriminated against. You will fight back the same way. If you understand what I'm saying? It was born looking like a woman that didn't actually have all the beautiful features of a female. You would just take it as a loss to just say, well, I look good. You will find a way to make yourself look good and still go out there and battle. You wouldn't say, oh, because I'm ugly, or because I'm dark, or because I'm light, or because I'm big. You'd be like, I'm going to go do it. That's the way you got to think. You can't be thinking, oh, this is a crush, I'm going to use this to hold me down. You can't. You have to fight back. Even if you want to fight, you have to fight back. And sometimes you have to become a bitch. But not a mean bitch. But just a bitch that you have to stand for yourself. But not an argumental bitch. At the end of the day, people want to be right, just let them be right. You just need to be there. Because all that negative energy that they're pushing out needs to not jump on you because you don't need it. Anyway, I just want to share this with them this Thursday. I just want to tell my sisters, stay strong. You are anointed by God. I want to let you know. Subscribe to my channel. At the top, there's the Instagram button. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. Let you know I love you. And thank you for watching. Catch the rain.
Alright, now come on, baby, let's go on Instagram. Woo. Like I said before, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. This way you know I uploaded the video. At the top, there's the Instagram button. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. How do you feel about this video? This video is a video of encouragement to let you know to stand in your truth, accept all of you, love all of you. And if nobody can accept who you are, that is not where you need to be. Love you. Love you.